close to me. This ain't kid and play. I smell pussy. Garfield in the field, now you fucking with Odie. I'm a dog, without a collar, homie. Yeah, they can't hold me back. Niggas on a leash. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut, barking up the wrong tree. Hit you with them pecans, baby. Yeah, you looking like pie. Niggas ain't got flavor. Call up my red roll, about to get your head swole. Let that money stole your soul, let the truth be told. I don't bend, I don't fold, I don't break, shake something. Make a cake for you fake ass niggas. Take money. Got your pistol on your hip, yeah, I see you making noise. Some you niggas think you slick, I'm still riding with the stick. Birmingham, Barracuda, my nigga Tuscaloosa. Chop your head like Medusa, put your shit off in the cooler. Chill, for real, with all that stunning and flossing. You ain't baby, I ain't Lil Wayne. So bitch, you get off of me. Tonight I watch the sky, I take another breath. I smoke my boy to the back like it's the last motherfucker left. Just me and you evading enemies. Bet you get my last shot of Hennessy. Ain't never had a friend like me. Mental, I forgot I had haters. They rather see me dead, but bitch, I'm still here. Right now, more than rap. This really just a lifestyle. Stuck in your trap, you let yourself down. I'm about my 99 problems, cause they know I'm the one. Get my collar, I holler, ride off in the sun. Burger King, you can have it, you wait, but I'm so logical. They be flipping, they be tripping, I can't fuck with them obstacles. Ric Flair, nigga. Back to reality, ain't no maybe, baby. Now you see it for yourself. The fuck you doing?
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Sometimes you got to keep things close to your vest. I know we talked about this before, but I found that the divine has dropped us down again. So therefore it must be needing a reminding you of who you are and whose you are and how to protect yourself. You see, you ain't got to tell everybody everything about what you do and about your life. You really don't. And sometimes you might find yourself caught up, wondering if you are sharing too much and holding back too little. I understand that you're going to meet new people and situations and stuff, and you might start to feel comfortable and let down your guard a little bit. So I know it's tricky, but it's something that you need to learn over time. That there are moments when opening up feels right, but then there are times when it just doesn't. Because that shit'll end up slapping you back in your face. You should keep a little something for yourself, something precious. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. When you start sharing your deepest secrets, you know that's a double-edged sword, right? Yes, it can help you build trust and intimacy in a relationship, which is positive because you're sharing your secrets with somebody else. You're sharing your vulnerability. But on the other hand, can that vulnerability come back and bite you in the ass? Or can you open yourself up for judgment? Because the reality is that not everybody needs to know your deepest, darkest secrets. And it's wise to consider who you sharing that with and whether you earned or they have earned your trust. Ashe, Ashe. And before you start sharing something really personal, think about once you start sharing that stuff out, there's no taking it back. You feel me? And that impact can have some really, really far reaching and sometimes damaging to you. So before you start running off with your mouth, make sure that you understand who is getting that information, who's on the receiving end of that. And that'll save you a lot of heartache in the long run. We all carry baggage from our past. It could be bitter memories or resentments that shaped us in one way or the other. But the lesson here, and some of y'all are learning it the hard way because you're going through it right now. Every day when I scroll through this app, my God, the stuff that comes back out and gets regurgitated about you, it's not a good look. And then you have resentment because not everybody needs to hear about your past resentments or anything about you. Say, for instance, that you start sharing that you don't like so and so and so and so with somebody else, right? A new person in your life, thinking that it'll bring you and that other person closer, right? But instead, what it did is it changed the dynamic of the current relationship that you're trying to establish, right? Because then they begin to see you as someone who holds on to negativity, even if you moved on from the past, that past in your life. So you need to tread very carefully when you start telling people about your past resentments, because that can paint an unflattering picture of you and may even affect how other people perceive you. Not only that, they're going to run back and tell that shit. They're going to run and tell it. And you know what else I see that's getting thrown up in everybody's face? They bread, their money. So when you sitting up here telling people how much bread you got in your financial status, right? That can lead to some bullshit and complicate a whole lot of stuff, from envy to resentment to expectations to unnecessary judgment. You already know the envy part and the resentment and expectations and unnecessary judgment. And when you start talking about your financial worth, that can change how other people will look at you and interact with you. And it can create a power dynamic that impacts your relationships, often negatively. In, to, in today's world, I know that we love to share with other people. And that's our way of building connection. And we open up about our relationships, our work, and our family, or even to vent, or to even find solutions. But we have to remind ourselves that we need to start keeping things personal. Hold a little to your vest. A friend today might turn an enemy the next day. And not everybody has enough integrity to respect what you shared with them before in the moments of your intimacy and your closeness. Other things shouldn't be shared just for the sake that it has nothing to do with anybody but you. All right? When it comes to your family issues, every family has its issues and conflicts. Now, it's one thing if you're out there trying to find some support from a friend to help you sort out the issue, right? With your family. But saying negative things about your family that makes them feel exposed to strangers is a huge no. Ain't nobody's business. What happens behind closed doors and family arguments should be kept between its members alone, not to be shared out there. Things between you and your partner should be kept private too. And the dynamics of your relationship and the intimate details are not things to be shared publicly with other people or even your friends. Every couple has their own way of functioning, which works best for them. So getting others involved in your problems or how you manage your relationship is not a really good idea. You should be very selective about who you open up to, who you get vulnerable with. Not all people have good intentions. And even worse, some people can make you use this as a weakness for their favor. You feel me? And it's sad to say that not everybody wants good things for you. And people can turn against you when and if your interest conflicts with theirs. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you today? Sometimes you just gotta hold things to your chest. Use your discernment when you're dealing with other people. You really need to hold some things. Now, should you share things with your significant other? I mean, it's essential for your intimacy and your closeness. But that relationship privacy is important. And being honest with your person does not necessarily mean that you have to share every single thought, dream, fear, fantasy, what y'all do in the bedroom, and all of that. I told you before, honesty is a double-edged sword. And knowing that whatever you want to share or not share has nothing to do with anybody outside of yourself. People are vicious, man. And you know this. Vicious. You have to start honoring your sense of emotional and physical privacy. Or you're going to end up on the other side of the fence, man. And it's not a good look. I'm telling you, it's not a good look. Especially when it starts being aired out for the internet and the whole world to see about your shit. I'm just saying. Stop talking so much. Shut up. Because if you find yourself telling even a stranger details about your life, about a friend or a colleague, or even family drama, you are oversharing. Shut the hell up. And it's easy for you to do that. especially when you start feeling comfortable. You got to learn how to change that. You got to change that. Why do people do that anyway? I guess there's a lot of reasons why people overshare. Besides the fact of them wanting to build intimacy quick, avoiding silence, or sometimes people just ain't even aware of the fact that they're oversharing. You know, when you get the inkling, okay, you said too much, but you keep talking. You keep talking. You're trying to put that new relationship on a fast track. Things take time. So you can get the right connection with people. Not everybody's your friend, not everybody's your partner. Because what ends up happening is that you got a sense of falseness in that closeness that you're trying to do. And that even goes with how well you even know the people. Because that's a false sense of intimacy when somebody's in your personal space, whether they're doing your hair, cutting your hair, doing your hair, got the irons out, doing your nails. I mean, there's small talk, but damn. Have you ever opened yourself up and said some shit to people and all of a sudden they don't even know that as you're talking, the other person gets really quiet and you're trying to figure out, oh shit, I didn't said too damn much. Now you're embarrassed. Now you want to get up and go, right? Let me tell you something. Read the room. Read the person, man. Read the person. You ain't got to do all of that. Stop oversharing. Stop it. If you want to get to know somebody, ask questions. Be cautious and don't put so much pressure. Stop with all the goddamn pressure for them to share something with you because you're running off with your mouth. Ain't everybody gonna do the same thing. You feel me? So stop doing that. Slow down enough so you can, before you start running off with your mouth. Take a breath before you start answering questions or jumping into a story. You got to think to yourself, is this what I'm about to share relevant? Is it interesting? Or is it helpful to the person I'm speaking with? Come on, man. You already know this, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm not telling you to have a vow of silence. But what I am telling you is to be very careful and clear on what you're doing. All right? Be very careful and clear. And before you start texting and emailing people, wait before you send that message. Reread the message with a clear mind. Stop jumping the gun and sharing your stuff. I guess that's all I'm going to say about this. I done beat the dead horse already. But let me give you just one little thing for oversharing so you know. Put this in the back of your head. Ask yourself these questions. Who was I with? How was I feeling emotionally? What time of the day was it? Where was I? What happened right before I started to overshare? And as you think about those questions, consider whether any of them indicate a theme. Maybe you are regularly oversharing when you're nervous or meeting new people. Challenge yourself not to say anything about yourself before you really get to know the person. You got me? Just ask yourself those questions. All right. Be well, stay safe, Ashe and deep pal. And thank you for stopping by Blended Healing on today. I appreciate each and every one of you for riding with a girl. I really do. But remember what I said. The divine dropped this back in here again. Y'all are running your mouth too much. My God, I know what's going on with this one, that one, this one, that one. All I got to do is spend 15 minutes on YouTube and I can find out everything I need to know about this one because there's always some bullshit going on. You feel me? Because y'all are running your mouth. And remember that a day in YouTube is like spending a week in the metaverse. And it's only one damn day. And it feels like a week. You know what I mean. Sowing lovingly. Shut up. Keep stuff to yourself. All right. I love you from a genuine place. Again, I shall see you all very, very soon. Salute.
She keeps calling me and I go.